This is Motoring Today, the Philippines' leading and longest-running weekly TV and online magazine dedicated to motoring news and features. I'm Lee Gamboa.
And I'm Tim Gamboa. Here's a sneak peek at this week's exciting features. On Motoring Forum, we shall talk about EDSA's people-centered shift. Our road safety reminder on the Young Street Smarts portion centers on what to do when one encounters a double solid yellow line. Strictly no overtaking. This week's Buying Tropeo shall be about the illegal use of mobile phones while driving. On Showcase this week, we shall have an MPV from Mitsubishi, the Expander GLS. While for race weekend, we shall have the highlights of the 2025 Race Motorsports Club's National Slalom Series Awards Night.
This week's edition of Motoring Today brings you all this, plus the latest updates in transportation, traffic management, and advances in the automotive industry.
Bagong araw, bagong tama raw. Panalo ka sa forma, pangmalakasan pa ang karga. Makabagong sasakyan para sa bagong henerasyon. Tuloy-tuloy ang asenso. Tuloy-tuloy ang maaasahang serbisyo. Ano man ang trip mo, iba't iba man ang pangarap, sagot ka ng Toyota. Next generation Toyota Tama raw. Abante, posible!
The all-new Mitsubishi Destinator, destined for more.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Let's dive into the latest news and updates about transportation and traffic management in the country. The LTO is reminding riders that passing a noise test is not the final word on modified exhausts. The LTO says a motorcycle that meets the 99 decibel noise limit can still be flagged if its aftermarket muffler is unapproved. Private motor vehicle inspection centers only measure sound levels and do not certify whether exhaust modifications comply with regulations. Authorities warn riders may still be apprehended if their mufflers lack proper approval or documentation, as enforcement against illegal modifications continues nationwide.
Naglabas ako ng memo regarding dyan sa mga mufflers, modified mufflers, o yung mga motorista natin na nagpapalit ng mga mufflers sa motor nila from big bikes to underboat. Based dun sa aming memo, hindi kailangan ng certification ng mga nakabili dun sa mga binili nila na tamang tindahan o yung dumaan sa DTI. Hindi yung galing lang sa gawa-gawa sa mga talyer o yung custom made. Yan ang pinaghihigpitan. Pero yung mga kababayan natin, yung mga motorista, na bumili kayo, binili nyo yung muffler ninyo aftermarket at dumaan yung muffler ninyo sa proseso ng DTI, hindi ho dapat hinuhuli yan.
The LTO and the PNP Highway Patrol Group are authorized to apprehend vehicles using non-compliant parts. Motorists may be required to present valid documents, including a certificate of road safety, to prove compliance with Philippine standards. In Central Visayas alone, nearly 200 motorcycles were impounded in the first 2 months of the year for illegal exhausts and other unauthorized modifications. The reminder is simple. Stay compliant, stay documented, and stay out of trouble and fines. Meanwhile, help is on the way for public transport drivers as fuel subsidies roll out this week amid the rise in oil prices. Tricycle, jeepney, and other public utility vehicle drivers will receive a 5,000 peso fuel subsidy to help them cope with rising fuel prices caused by the tension in the Middle East. At a Malacanang Palace press conference, Department of Social Welfare and Development officials announced that the assistance will come from the 63 billion peso assistance to individuals in crisis situations or AICS fund. Tricycle drivers under LGU supervision will receive aid first, followed by jeepney, taxi, TNVS, and bus operators. Local governments will verify licenses and TODA memberships to ensure proper distribution.
Ganito ang magiging sistema natin. Kahapon nakipagpulong tayo sa mga Metro Manila mayors natin, pati na rin sa kanilang mga local social welfare offices. Yan ay alinsunod sa utos ng ating Pangulo na bilisan na tong pag-distribute ng cash dahil nga tumataas yung presyo ng petrolyo at naapektuhan ng ating mga tricycle driver. So ang napagkasunduan natin, magkakaroon ng 39 na payout centers sa buong Metro Manila. I-anunsyo yan, isasubmit yan ng mga city mayors mamaya kung saan-saan. At doon sa 39 payout sites, doon magpupunta yung mga tricycle driver natin. 39 yan, buong araw mag-ooperate for 3 days kasi tapos na yan for 3 days. At yung mga LGU na mag-a-announce sa kanilang mga tricycle driver kung anong oras sila pupunta, sino una pupunta.
The subsidy comes as oil prices surge amid global supply disruptions caused by ongoing armed conflict between the U.S. and Israel on one side and Iran on the other. For many drivers, this aid could help keep their wheels and livelihoods moving. The question is, will this be a one-time thing even as the conflict in the Middle East continues to escalate? And finally, with fuel prices climbing, lawmakers are floating bold proposals to ease the burden on commuters. Several legislators are urging the Department of Transportation to offer free MRT and LRT rides and deploy more buses along EDSA. Albayan Representative Percy Sendanya says a free ride scheme, similar to last December's, could help workers cope with rising costs. Others are calling for a state of economic emergency, allowing the government to act against hoarding and tap emergency funds. There is also renewed support for electric vehicles, with proposals to allow light EVs on more city roads, subject to heavy restrictions. From free rides to cleaner transport, lawmakers say the goal is clear: keep mobility affordable during what many expect to become a fuel crisis. The latest developments in transportation and traffic management are certainly significant. Up next, Motoring Forum takes a deeper look into one noteworthy issue that should affect motorists and motoring. This edition of Motoring Forum takes a closer look at the proposed rehabilitation of Metro Manila's main artery, focusing on the growing push to transition EDSA from a vehicle-centric highway to a people-focused corridor, and the significant challenges that this shift entails. As the rehabilitation of EDSA gets underway, conversations around improving mobility are shifting towards bolder action that looks beyond simply repaving the asphalt. Urban transport advocates view this moment as a rare opportunity to correct decades of inequitable road space allocation. For too long, transport decisions have been guided by how to move vehicles faster rather than how to move people better. A proposed practical next step involves coordinated government action to expand sidewalks, implement protected bicycle lanes, and provide better station access for the busway and the MRT. This direction aligns with the sustainable, people-centered mobility priorities laid out in the Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2028 and President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s call for inclusive infrastructure in his State of the Nation address. Advocates point out that authorities are finally addressing one obvious issue. The majority of people who use EDSA do not actually drive, but instead walk, ride buses, bike, or transfer between modes. Finally, authorities are looking at how advanced cities around the world deal with providing mobility and efficient public transportation. Global evidence from cities like Tokyo, Seoul, and New York suggests that investing in active transport infrastructure improves safety, mobility, and efficient public transport in major corridors like EDSA. Locally, the success of the EDSA busway has already demonstrated that dedicating road space to high-capacity public transport delivers real mobility gains. However, the proposed transition presents several considerations. While people-centered mobility approaches are widely adopted internationally, reallocating road space away from private vehicles alone may not fully address the practical conditions and constraints specific to EDSA. Skeptics argue that there is a palpable lack of public awareness regarding the lifestyle adjustments required for an increased reliance on non-motorized transport. Without a comprehensive public education campaign, efforts to expand active transport infrastructure may face significant resistance from the motoring public, car owners, who might perceive the transition as an infringement on their rights. Furthermore, questions remain about the capacity of existing infrastructure to handle a predicted surge in demand from existing vehicle users. Experts suggest a need for constructive dialogue that includes all stakeholders, particularly businesses and commuters who currently rely on cars. EDSA's rehabilitation offers a critical opportunity to reshape urban mobility in Metro Manila. Achieving a modern and equitable transport system, however, will require aligning infrastructure reforms with sustained public engagement to ensure long-term benefits for all road users.
The all-new Mitsubishi Destinator, destined for more.
Unlock more to life with the new Honda HR-V e-HEV. Sustainability that drives you further, while enjoying unparalleled versatility. Embrace style that unleashes your confidence. A connection that drives you forward. And always feel safe and in control. Go further and arrive in style with the new Honda HR-V e-HEV. There's more to life.
Today's cars are getting smarter and safer. Still, the young need to be reminded now and again about how to be smart and safe on the road. Here's our Young Street Smart segment with a road safety reminder from Toyota Motor Philippines. Kadalasang makikita ang double solid yellow line sa mga tulay. Ang ibig sabihin nito ay bawal kang mag-overtake sa kahit anong oras dahil maaari kang maaksidente katulad ng ipinapakita sa animation. Roads that have double solid yellow lines are often busy, so be a responsible driver at huwag mag-overtake. Motoring these days can be stressful. Here's another paing chuper that will help you avoid stress out on the road.
Bayong super lang kaibigan, ako si Marlon, isang kapwa nyo super. Habang nagmamaneho, kailangan buo ang atensyon mo at hindi gulo-gulo.
Ang cellphone ay isa ng malaking bahagi sa buhay ng tao. Halos lahat ay meron at gumagamit nito. Pero sana kapag tayo ay nagmamaneho, tigilan muna natin ang paggamit ng cellphone. Paalala lang, sa pagmamaneho kailangan ang iba yung konsentrasyon. Kapag ikaw ay nagtetelepono, ang isip mo ay wala sa iyong pagmamaneho at ito ay maaaring maging rason para magkaroon ng aksidente.
Kung ayaw mong mamultahan o maaksidente, huwag kang gumamit ng cellphone habang nagmamaneho. Si Marlon Gudmalin, payong super lang, kaibigan mula sa isang kapwa niyo super.
The all-new Mitsubishi Destinator, destined for more.
Unlock more to life with the new Honda HR-V e-HEV. Sustainability that drives you further, while enjoying unparalleled versatility. Embrace style that unleashes your confidence. A connection that drives you forward. And always feel safe and in control. Go further and arrive in style with the new Honda HR-V e-HEV. There's more to life.
Welcome back to Motoring Today. Get ready. World of Motorsports is next.
In motorsports news, driver Ivan Isada and co-driver Christian Taala dominated round 2 of the 2026 Nueva Ecija Sprint Rally Series that took place last February 21-22. Driving a Toyota RAV4 in Group 5, Isada and Taala showcased remarkable speed. The tandem posted an overall best total time of 29 minutes and 40 seconds, securing first place in their class. Closely following in second place were the team of Patrick Nang and Nixon Bollozos in a Toyota Celica. They recorded a time of 29 minutes 47 seconds, falling just short of the overall lead. Rounding out the top 3 for Group 5 were Vip Isada and Henry Buenconsejo, driving a Toyota RAV4 and finishing with a time of 31 minutes 36 seconds. Competition was just as fierce throughout the other categories. Ricky Montelibano and Alex Gonzalez topped Group 4, driving a Toyota Corolla to finish with a time of 31 minutes 54 seconds while finishing 4th overall. In Group 2, David Feliciano and Choi Mabunay secured the top spot in a Toyota Corolla with a time of 32 minutes while finishing 5th overall. Kaloy Kalika and Migs Lim led the pack in Group 1, clocking in at 32 minutes 8 seconds in their Honda Jazz. Mondi Mapilis and Alex Lau secured the Group 3 victory, navigating their Mitsubishi Lancer at 32 minutes 20 seconds finish. Meanwhile, the challenging course resulted in some entries failing to complete all stages and recording DNFs or did not finish. Jess Diaz and Jim Gotanco recorded a DNF with a Toyota Corolla in Group 4 competition. Lawrence Palo and John Anton Palo also posted a DNF in a Mitsubishi Lancer in Group 2 competition.
There's plenty more to explore in the world of motorsports. Check out where Race Weekend takes us next. This race weekend takes us to the home of slalom racing in the country for another celebration of grassroots racing.
For the first time, the annual Race Motorsports Club National Championship Awards night, the crowning of the year's Slalom King and recognizing the class champions was held at the race headquarters. And it was a night to remember for everyone who enjoys slalom. The event featured a relaxed, community-driven, and family-style atmosphere rather than a formal gala. This gathering served as the official recognition of the 2025 Race Motorsport Club National Slalom Series champions and set the stage for the start of a historic 40th season of slalom competition. Reflecting on the hard-fought battles of the previous year, organizer Bing Bang Dulce noted the sheer intensity that defined the 2025 season.
Matindi ngayon ang competition because until the 10th leg, we couldn't decide pa kung sino pa talaga ang magiging winner for the year end. And until the last leg, there was going to be a parang ng 1 year point lead lang ang mananalo. So, talagang intense ang naging competition for the last leg. And
Howie Bassett took the top honor of the night, officially recognized as the National Slalom King.
Definitely switching from the EG platform to the EF platform made the biggest difference in our campaign for 2025 season.
Richard Gallardo was named first runner-up for the Slalom King title, while Kiel Rafanan secured the second runner-up spot.
May darating din na yung kalaban mo talagang mas magaling sa'yo, mas malakas ang sasakyan sa'yo. Kasi naman sa karera namin, hindi naman, kasi pagpara-pares kami ng skills niyan eh. Kumbaga, yung skills ng maneho ko sa kotse ko, skills ng iba sa kotse nila, it's just na meron lang na, pag talagang may lamang sa sistema, doon talaga mahihirapan. Ngayon siguro, kailangan natin ding baguhin yung sistema sa akin para kahit paano may laban.
Although our expectations were only third, we managed to get even higher results than what we expected. So.
In the class divisions, Dom Rafanan claimed both the junior class and newbies class championships.
To all people who wants to start slalom racing, just try to be the best as you can and try not to think about people trying to beat you, but always think about how you're gonna beat yourself.
Enrico Puso was awarded the Slalom Novice Overall Champion, with Miko Sagawinit taking first runner-up in the novice category.
Siyempre dito sa Race Motorsports, mahahasa talaga yung skill nyo eh. Mahahasa talaga yung skill nyo. In every leg, malaking magiging improvement mo.
Naging experience ko nitong last season, medyo maganda naman at maganda naging takbo ng race car. Tapos syempre, yung karera namin, maganda naman. Kahit hindi naman pinalag na maging role na novice, okay lang din.
Joseph Ortega won the Slalom Production RWD class, while Rod Chang secured both the Pro B and Pro C class titles.
Aspiring racers, so feel free to join the Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series. Doesn't matter if you have an everyday car. This improves your driving skills even on the road, not just on the racetrack. Improves your focus. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much.
Well, for now, I'm proud of what I have achieved and I'm looking forward to improving next year. Kasi nga, every races teaches us something new.
Female competitors also had a strong showing. Christine Torres won the Novice A and Novice Modified 1A classes, while Denise Nolasco took home the Group 2A crown.
Yung pressure kasi laging nandyan eh. Siyempre nandyan naman yung daddy ko para i-coach ako and then yung mga kasama ko sa race, sila tita. So, hindi naman normal na mawawala yung pressure sa atin. Yung kaba, actually kailangan natin yun eh, para mas ma-push natin yung limit natin every race.
I really do hope that more women try motorsports. The thing is, me, I'm a mom. I'm 40 plus years old and I can still drive. What more these young ones who are in their prime?
With a new season ahead, Bing Bang Dulce invites the grassroots racing community to be part of the milestone year, the 40th, for the Race Motorsports Club National Slalom Series.
And we would like to invite you for another 12-leg series for our Ruby celebration this year, 40th year of Race Motorsports Club. Sana samahan niyo kami to enjoy the camaraderie and the slalom races for the year 2026.
The awards night proves that grassroots motorsport is built on a strong foundation of passion, continuous learning, and family legacy. As the National Slalom Series gears up for its milestone Ruby anniversary, we are excited to see the drivers push their limits once again on the tarmac. And as much as possible, race weekend will be there to cover every turn. That's all for this week's World of Motorsports. We'll return shortly after this break.
Bagong araw, bagong tama raw. Panalo ka sa forma, pangmalakasan pa ang karga. Makabagong sasakyan para sa bagong henerasyon. Tuloy-tuloy ang asenso. Tuloy-tuloy ang maasahang serbisyo. Ano man ang trip mo, iba't iba man ang pangarap, sagot ka ng Toyota. Next generation Toyota tama raw. Abante, posible!
The all-new Mitsubishi Destinator, destined for more.
Our featured car of the week will be presented next on Showcase. In this showcase, we're getting up close and personal with a popular contender in the MPV segment, the Mitsubishi Xpander. Specifically, we'll be reviewing the GLS automatic variant.
Ever since it was first introduced in the local market, the Mitsubishi Xpander has fared well in the compact MPV segment while becoming the brand's second best-selling model. The Xpander gained a reputation as an ideal 7-seater family vehicle combining style, comfort, and advanced safety features. Mitsubishi Motors Philippines rolled the latest iteration of the Xpander in August of 2025 with several variants, including the GLX MT and AT, the GLS AT, and the Xpander Cross. Let's check out the Mitsubishi Xpander 1.5G two-wheel drive automatic transmission that retails at 1,259,000 pesos. Let's take a look at the exterior. The new Xpander features Mitsubishi's latest exterior design, with a reworked grille and front bumper, a wraparound lighting layout, and additional body detailing, including an Aero-style skirt. Up front, you'll find LED headlights and LED fog lights. The daytime running lights are also LED. The rear combination lights are LEDs with a high-mount stoplight integrated into the rear spoiler. The Xpander GLS AT has an overall length of 4,595 millimeters and an overall width of 1,750 millimeters. Its ground clearance is 225 millimeters. The tires are 205/55 R17 and sits on 17-inch two-tone alloy wheels. Step inside and you'll find a host of features designed for convenience and comfort. The 3-spoke leather-wrapped steering wheel comes with controls for the audio and cruise control. The steering column is also adjustable for both tilt and telescopic reach. The instrument clusters an 8-inch LCD meter. The driver's seat manually adjusts 6 ways, allowing you to slide, recline, and adjust the height. The front passenger seat adjusts 4 ways. The second row features a 60-40 split and the seats can recline, slide, fold, and tumble. The third row has a 50-50 split with recline and full flat folding function. The GLS only comes with fabric upholstery for the seats. For your entertainment and connectivity, the Xpander GLS AT features a 10-inch smartphone Lake display audio touchscreen. This system supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Bluetooth connectivity, and also includes a multi-round monitor, USB port, and AM/FM radio. It is connected to a 6-speaker system which includes 2 tweeters. Other comfort and convenience features include a climate control system with digital controls, heater function and rear vents, USB Type A and C ports, 12-volt accessory socket in the third row, and front passenger under-seat tray. The Xpander GLS AT shares the same 1.5-liter inline-4 DOHC 16-valve gasoline engine with MyVec with the other variants. This 1499cc engine delivers a maximum power of 105 PS at 6,000 RPM and a maximum torque of 141 Nm at 4,000 RPM. Power and torque are set to the front wheels via a 4-speed automatic transmission. The Xpander is built on a monocoque chassis based on a sedan platform, providing a more car-like feel and a refined quiet performance on the road. The suspension system features McPherson struts with coil spring and stabilizer bar at the front and a torsion beam rigid suspension in the rear. Mitsubishi has upgraded the suspension with high-performance valves for a more comfortable ride, better absorption of road imperfections, and less body roll around corners. Its high ground clearance also makes it a practical choice for coping with various road conditions and wading through flooded streets. When it comes to stopping power, the Xpander GLS AT is equipped with ventilated disc brakes at the front and a drum brake at the rear. These are complemented by a suite of safety features including anti-lock braking system or ABS, electronic brake force distribution or EBD, and brake assist to give you confident and predictable stopping power. For added safety, the Xpander GLS AT comes standard with dual front airbags, 3-point ELR belts with pretensioners for all 7 passengers, with pretensioners for those in the front row. The vehicle also has active stability control, traction control, and active yaw control. Hill Start Assist is also equipped to help prevent rollback on inclines. The GLS AT variant features a multi-round monitor and keyless operation system.
The combination of a practical engine, comfortable and feature-rich interior, a solid suite of safety and driver assist technologies, as well as smart connectivity, makes the Mitsubishi Xpander GLS a compelling choice for families looking for a compact MPV, especially with its SRP of 1.259 million pesos.
Bagong araw, bagong tama raw. Panalo ka sa forma, pangmalakasan pa ang karga. Makabagong sasakyan para sa bagong henerasyon. Tuloy-tuloy ang asenso. Tuloy-tuloy ang maaasahang serbisyo. Ano man ang trip mo, iba't iba man ang pangarap, sagot ka ng Toyota. Next generation Toyota tama raw. Abante, posible!
The all-new Mitsubishi Destinator, destined for more.
Welcome back to Motoring Today, where we shift gears and dive into the latest from the auto industry.
The Go Electrified Drive is an all-electric vehicle of Toyota and Lexus ride and drive activity.
So this drive is from Manila to Pampanga, wherein our media partners will be able to experience the Lexus IS, ES, the SUVs, also the Lexus van, wherein they will be able to share to our friends what will be the experience in various types of electrified vehicles.
Purpose of this event is we aim to communicate our multi-pathway approach towards carbon neutrality and Beyond Zero campaign.
And that's it for this week on Motoring Today. Thank you for joining us. Also, make sure to visit our website and follow us on social media for the latest updates in motoring.
Until next week, here on Motoring Today, now in its 39th year, serving the motoring public with a steadfast commitment to road safety. In honor of our dad, Butch Gamboa, I'm Wee Gamboa.
And I'm Tid Gamboa. Happy motoring.